the home of the brave.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. And for Philadelphia, Jackson is out there with Oakland. And it's Alston in at the point. GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focus on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
Now here's Jones. From deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Outside Oakley. Outside Jackson. It's blocked. Here's Plowden. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Over the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
A lot of people think you shoot much better at home, but if you really look at the league-wide stats, it's only about 2 to 3 percentage points different on average.
And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Here's Philadelphia. They're in the midst of an unbelievable streak right now. 18 straight wins. Just remarkable.
And it has been a lot of fun to watch these guys. It looks like every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight's, and I'll tell you, it is tough to keep a streak going. There's a lot of pressure.
That free throw good from Oakland. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
So he gets them both. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
So the wing on the left. And he jams it with authority.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Takes it off the glass.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
That's exactly what they wanted on that trip. Get something close to the basket, something easy.
Now here's Jones. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
Here's Alston. There's Jackson with the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Jones dishes to Butler. Back to Jones. Count that bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The 76ers leading by 3.
10 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Alston. There's Jackson with the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Jones. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shots drop.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Hawks making a change here. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. The 76ers, number 1.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Here now, Vildoza. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And it wasn't just the scoring. His assist numbers tell an even bigger story.
Now here's Jones, trailing by 4. Over to the left wing. The Hawks working the ball around. Again, the miss by Jones. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Hawks shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. There's 49 seconds left in the first. To the paint. It's deflected. Here's Wennington. 14 points from him the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
32 seconds left to play in the first. Hamilton against Jones. Here's Njai. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. Elbow shot. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Pass to Hamilton. Here's Wennington. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Here's Barron, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Here's Brooks. Nembhard grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 6. And a shift in the front office for the Atlanta Hawks this past summer. Tim, what do you think might have led to that pivot?
Well, Atlanta has missed the playoffs for 2 straight seasons, but their young pool of talent is demonstrating they've gotten some of these right. Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
To the middle, here's Njai. Fires the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Barron. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order, with injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Certainly something to watch. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. And the 76ers making a change here. Alston's checked in. That one is off. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
He hits the second from the line. The Hawks trail by 6. Now, Nembhard. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season. Alston kicks to Barron. Rebound by Butler. The Hawks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drive. Pass to Nembhard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Huntington. It's hauled in by Plowden.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Lets it go with a 3. The shot, no good.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Barron can't hit.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Back to Nembhard. Outside Butler. Pocket 6. Off target from outside. The 76ers leading by 4. Oakley passes to Wennington. A 3-ball. Here's Barron. And he banks in the layup. Barron's got his second basket of the night.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass it. The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
No good from Hamilton. The Hawks trail by 4. Outside, Jones. Here's Plowden. Offline with his 3. Philadelphia has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Shing, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the 76ers lead by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. Yeah, big time height advantage there, and then he does not mess around. Good recognition to take it right at him.
Here's Wennington. Still yet to score.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of the game. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
Alston against Jones. Over Alston. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Jones.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Philadelphia ahead, leading by just 2. Now, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now, and Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through 2 quarters.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. And Hooper No Bloopers wants to know, it seems like you guys have a blast working together. How much do you love your jobs?
Best job in the world, getting paid to come in and roast Kenny on a daily basis. What's not to love? But don't you try and do it on social media. I have his back.
Well, you know what? I'll dish it right back at you, Shaq. But I agree, this job is the best, seriously. I mean, how often and how easy and how lucky we are to get to be here and do what we do, Ernie.
Well said, guys. That was right from the heart, I could tell. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The 76ers leading. Oakley is out there with Jackson. That's Hamilton in at the 2 spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Count it. Jackson's got the first field goal of the second half for the 76ers.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Oakley passes to Jackson. His 3-pointers off the mark.
They're close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group gives this a beat.
And that one's good. Shing.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Tries a 3, drills the 3-pointer. He has 5.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Jackson. Tries it from the top of the key. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Jackson's got 10.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the 76ers. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's the Hawks. They're much further down in the standings right now.
Right now for Philadelphia, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
Well, they were in everyone's crosshairs, and they've actually outperformed some of those predictions. That is not easy to do with a target on your back.
The 76ers leading by 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
The kick outside to Butler. No good with the triple. The 76ers have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And stolen by Butler. Here's Plowden, guarded by Jackson. And it's Butler missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
I'm not sure what he was thinking right there, but we see this in this game sometimes.
And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Outside, Jones. The three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Jackson. In the corner, it's Hamilton. Rebound by Butler. The Hawks have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half through 2 of 8. Jones, no one around him. The Hawks again can't hit. Up top, Oakley, defended by Butler. Here is Olsen. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Shing. And that one is off. The Hawks trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
The shot's good. Hamilton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And their defense has been significantly worse since halftime. They are going to have to make some adjustments.
Jones, that's for 2. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
On the wing, Jackson. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires from way outside. And so it's Philadelphia in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. We'll get you back to the action after this break.